Hey guys, what's going on? Andrew coming at you. And in this one, I'm going to talk about why I don't take SFE. And really, before I get into this one, I just want to say that this is not anything against SFE. This is kind of my situation I've been in. The couple times I've tried out for SFE where I've gone. And so if you've done SFE before, if you know a lot about SFE, or even Folk University, I'm asking if you can kind of help me here. If you enjoyed my videos and seen what I've done, you can give me, I'll just explain my situation and my rationale for why I don't do it. But I've never gone to a class before, so I'm not knocking something before I try it. I'm just kind of trying to explain where I'm coming from. So I've lived in Sweden now for 5 years. I train and do Swedish on my own. I use a website called babbel.com, and I'm not plugging it. I can go into another day and time. And I speak as much Swedish as I can on my own and try to learn. And just over 5 years, I've picked up a decent amount. Now, I wouldn't say it's amazing. I can't have a very deep conversations in Swedish, and I definitely struggle with a lot of things. But my understanding has gotten better. But I still have those moments where, like, I don't understand anything. I'll give you an example. So somebody asked me to take a photo after a run, but they didn't say something in the exact way that it would have been in English, and so I was just confused. I thought, stranger talking to me in Swedish? I thought that they were talking to someone behind me, and then I realized it was for me, so it was just a weird thing. So anyways, the first time I ever signed up for SFE, I kind of went a whole year, didn't do the SFE, and I've already been in Sweden for a year. And then when I signed up, I was already singing in a Swedish choir, and it was like the one time in the Swedish choir that I actually heard Swedish constantly. And then when I got the SFE, one of the days was on a Monday, and I couldn't be in the choir anymore. I have since left the choir to do YouTube, but that's kind of where I was. Next thing I will say is, here's the struggle I had this time. So I'm going to explain it to you where I'm coming from, and you can either say, here, Andrew, this is what we think you should do, or you can say, boo-hoo, figure it out and make it work. So this is not coming from any kind of negative place. I'm not putting something down that I've never done before. So that's not the case. But what I'll say is this. What I struggle with is this. I am a runner. So I work, I don't go into what I do for work, but I work a full-time job, and then I run about 50 kilometers a week. I just finished my last marathon. I usually run either after work or before work, so that takes up a lot of my time. I have a relationship outside of here that I work on as well. And then I have this YouTube channel, which it might not seem like it all the time, but it actually takes a decent amount of time to make a YouTube video. This one might not be a whole lot of editing, but between taping and recording a video, uploading everything else can take a couple hours. It's very possible that I can take 6 to 8 hours a week working on YouTube. YouTube hasn't maybe reached the point yet where it's very, very profitable for me, and it may never do that, but it is reaching a point where I'm starting to get noticed. I'm starting to get much more subscribers that I don't want to take my time away from it because I absolutely love this. So that's one thing that I really, really have to work on here. So my question to other people out there is, what do you think I should do? Part of the problem I feel like is I've shot myself in the foot. Basically, I've been in Sweden 5 years, I get SFE, and I have 2 days a week, which is a total of 4 hours. I can't for the life of me figure out how I can fit 4 hours into what I already do and sacrifice. Now, I know that running isn't everything, but I have long-term goals with running, such as running the Boston Marathon, and I've run very hard for so many years now that it takes such a hard time to get faster that I don't want to give that up. Also, this YouTube, I don't want to give it up, and doing 2 to 3 videos a week right now is very kind of good for me. So I have a couple different options. I've heard of Folk University, and I've never done it before, but I heard that it's possible to take 10 weeks. Because what I don't know about SFE is, do I get to take a pre-test, or am I just going to be in there with other people that it's like brand new, and then I don't need to go every single week? Or is Folk University a little bit more intensive? Like, I would love to do, here's what I would love to do. I would either love to take like an intensive course once a week that I can train, because I'll continue to train in Swedish on my own, or I would love to take like a pre-test. They really test my Swedish to best put it, or I'd rather take something in the summer that's just very intensive, like every day, and just like not take a vacation 1 year and just really pound out the Swedish. So what I'm saying to you is, I agree with you. I think it's very important for me to learn Swedish. I love this country, and I've been here for 5 years, so I love Sweden. This isn't anything against Sweden. This is nothing against SFE. It's just more my situation. I think that for me, like, I would just say mental health and overall being is like my running. Even doing a YouTube, I mean, that's just a passion of mine. And I feel like I already sacrifice a lot. So, and I feel like I'm not the only one. I feel like sometimes a type of person that moves to another country by themselves is also a very hardworking person with a lot of things they're doing outside. I mean, on top of that, I'm sometimes reading 2-3 books a month and trying to get better at things. I'm working on Swedish too. I think it's something very important, but I'm just wondering if some of you in the comments can give me advice on either what worked best for you or what you think could be best for my situation. So just realize this is coming from a place of someone that wants to learn Swedish, that wants to speak Swedish fluently, but has to find a way to do it that it doesn't take away from maybe potentially other great things happening. I mean, in previous years, I play music gigs. In previous years, I was playing more music gigs on top of it as well, which was like, I mean, I would work during the week and then play on a Saturday, and that also took a lot of time and energy. So I know it's important to learn Swedish. So I hope this isn't like a controversial video. And I said I'm not knocking anything. I just kind of hear what you guys think. If you like this video, please give me a like. If you have any other questions, please write them in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.